Hello everyone, this session I'll be discussing with you some important tricks for answering CBSE Applied Mathematics Code 241 for this year. Then I'll give you some important tips for answering the paper, but before doing all these things you must know what is there in your syllabus and what is not there in your syllabus, and you must also know what is expectation from you when you are answering CBSE board question paper on 11th of this month. The course was designed to help to develop an understanding of basic mathematical and statistical tools and their application in the field of commerce, which is actually business, finance and economics and social sciences. Real world problems will be modeled into mathematical expressions by using numerical, graphical and algebraic representation in such a way that students will be able to make sense of the data by organizing, representing, interpreting, analyzing and making meaningful inferences from real world situations. So applied mathematics, every concept you learn here is applicable to formulate real world problem by using your sense of algebra, graph and other mathematical topics. Before you know what you have to answer, what you are going to get in your question paper, you must know the syllabus properly, because many of you are confused, you and your friends obviously confused to know what is exactly there and what is not there. In this session, I am going to explain during this revision time in next 6 to 8 days what you are going to revise properly. Before we start revision, before we start talking about that, you must know all the revision work must be done from NCERT support material for Applied Maths Code 241. All of you must have it. You must have downloaded from CBSE academic website. Some of you are doing sums from M.N. Agarwal, some of you are doing from R.D. Sharma book. It's okay, you do from any book, but I'd like to say, do not ignore NCERT support material. It is designed, it is made for you. So you must be completing NCERT support material, those chapters which is included in your syllabus, those examples, solve examples and exercises problems. And then you revise selected sums from any one of these two books, or some of you, if you have done from other books or both the books, it doesn't matter. If you have practiced already from R.D. Sharma or M.L. Agarwal or from both, no problem, you revise it again. But during revision time, you will be selecting sums from there. Here, throughout the session, I will help you what are the sums, what are the exercises you are going to cover in your revision time. So let us start with this unit 1 without wasting time. That unit 1, you know the syllabus, numbers, quantification, numerical applications there. The deleted portion from here is, how did I decide the deleted portion? I have seen the syllabus of 21-22 and this time syllabus, the modified syllabus 22-23. There I found that these are the deleted portions. Simply you don't answer any question on simple arithmetic function, that tau function, mu function, phi function, all these you will not do. Partnership is completely removed, scheduling also removed. So exclude these exercises 2, 7 and 8 from NCERT book. All other exercises 1, 3, 4, 7 and 8 including solved examples to be done from NCERT. This I will say again and again. Solve examples also you must go through. See the solution once, then do it yourself. This you can complete from NCERT book. And I will not waste your time. That's why I will be referring this book mostly M.L. Agarwal to help you to understand what is there in syllabus. So what you are going to delete from there? From M.L. Agarwal, you will never practice exercise 1.2, partnership 1.5, scheduling 1.8. These three are completely removed from syllabus. Don't waste your time to solve sums from there. Then algebra, before I start algebra, I'd like to say little bit about those topics when you are revising. So what exactly you are going to revise from there, that I'll say one by one. If you go by that modular arithmetic portion where there was little bit application you have already done in class 11 course, in class 12 you remember you need to know modular arithmetic, that to definition, meaning, all these things, introduction to modular arithmetic, modular addition, subtraction, definition, meaning of this congruency relation, solution of congruency equations, alligation, mixture, all these things are there. If these are mostly based on the formula. Numerical quantification, numbers, whatever you are doing, it will be based on formula. Congruency relation, how to calculate congruency relation, that you all know very well. Properties of congruency relation you know, based on it, because you are doing it from class 11, based on it some simple problems you will be practicing from your syllabus. Okay. Now alligation and mixture also based on formula. If you rely on formula, your calculation will be easier, you can finish it before time. I mean, it takes only few seconds to solve if you rely on formula. Then all numerical, quantification and numerical application, whatever left, that is dependent on real life problems and formation of real life problem mathematically. Here you will find that upstream, downstream problem, express the problem in the form of equation and then solve it. Determine time taken by 2 or more pipes to fill or empty the tank. I mean, calculation of portion of tank filled or drained by pipe. This you require. Compare performance of two players with respect to distance in races and games. And then numerical inequality. Only simple concept is required. And those exercises, those problems I have already mentioned. Those practice work should be done from there. But never ignore NCERT problems. Now let us go for algebra portion. Algebra, there is matrices and determinant. Here in matrices and determinant, all those elementary row operation, properties of determinant, Euclidean form of matrix, Leontief input-output model, Hawkins-Simon condition are excluded. Please remember this. Never do any sum on these topics. From NCERT, you will be doing all the sums from A to D, but in exercise D, exclude sums from row reduction. That is Euclidean form of matrix. I told you, no, it is not in syllabus. So include all the sums. When they have asked, do it by row reduction method. That is actually Euclidean form of matrix. Don't do it. Okay. Section E is, exercise E is completely removed because there all these methods, problems are discussed. Leontief method, that Hawkins, all these you don't practice. Okay. So from M.L. Agarwal, these kind of sums, sums on these topics you will find in exercise 3.6, 4.2, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9. These are completely removed from syllabus, so never practice from there. Apart from this, in matrices and determinant, that addition of two matrices, multiplication of matrix by a scalar, by a constant, by two matrices, multiplication of two matrices, and inverse of matrix, adjoint, and then solution of equation by matrix method you must do. In determinant, Cramer's rule is there, question is expected from there. You will practice both 2 by 2 matrices, I mean equation containing two variables and equation containing three variables from there. But determinant properties you don't do. But somebody will say that I have already practiced properties of determinant. Okay, if you have practiced it, then it is of great help to answer MCQ question. Some questions in determinant are very large. If you know properties, you apply. Otherwise, go by expansion rule only. Another thing I like to say, area of triangle by determinant method, don't exclude. I have never told you that exclude this one. Question may be asked from there. If you know property, it is based on property. If you do it by property, it's fine. If you don't know property, you expand and solve it. Okay. While calculating area, you must give the proper sign. If negative sign occur, you will change it into plus sign, like that. Then the next portion. Another thing I forgot to tell you, that what's the marks allotted for this unit 1, numbers, quantification, numerical application. It is 11. It's very easy topic. Even those who have not started properly yet, they will be practicing this one must. I mean 11 marks without calculus in the beginning of the coursework you are getting. So you must practice each and every topic what I told you from here, and exclude the topic you don't which is not there in your syllabus. Matrix determinant also very easy topic, non-calculus topic, everyone can do it. But students, those who are preparing for 80 over 80, they will not exclude any question, any topic for their revision work. They must do it. But you need to know what you are going to revise. There is no time to waste now. Okay. So unit 1 and unit 2 I have clarified what you have to do, what you don't have to do. Take the screenshot of these portions, keep it with you, and when you are revising, it can help you. Then calculus, it carries huge marks, that 15, but many topics are included over there. So you have to take extra care, those who are going to score 80 over 80, at least 75 out of 80 in both paper. For them, I like to say that what are the exercises they have to practice. Always my preferred handbook or support material, what you say, that will be NCERT, do all exercises from 3.1 to 3.6. Case-based question and miscellaneous exercise questions also to be done. This is true for all chapter. And solve examples also, I am telling you repeatedly. Okay, because Applied Mathematics Code 241, this is the second batch you are going to answer this year's paper. 2022 it was the first batch, 2023 is the second batch. So you can rely on NCERT support material to understand the syllabus and to practice sums from there. It will help you in your board paper. And another thing I'd like to say, that you all must have done the sample paper. Without solving sample paper, you are going to answer board paper. It means you are getting 50% advantage in the question paper. Why 50% advantage? Because sample paper will always give you the clue what pattern of questions are there, what are the topics important, what you are going to revise. Because some more questions also given there. This paper will cover many topics to understand your syllabus properly. So you never go to exam hall without practicing the sample paper. Math sample paper you must complete before the exam. Okay, let me go back to this portion, calculus, or 15 marks given. Deleted portion. See, I have written clearly, no portion is deleted. Do all exercises from 3.1 to 3.5. It is from where? It is from NCERT book. Okay, which portion? It is differentiation portion. Don't leave any topic. Some people will say that logarithmic differentiation not stated, I will not do. I will suggest you don't leave logarithmic differentiation. You must do, because logarithmic differentiation is basic of all the differentiations. It can be included in differentiation of parametric function, implicit function, anywhere. So don't leave logarithmic function differentiation. That's why I suggest you do all exercises from 3.1 to 3.5. From NCERT you will come to know what the topic you are going to revise from ML Agarwal or R.D. Sharma also. Integration and differential equation, exercise 1 to 4 all must be done. So exclude nothing from NCERT, but from ML Agarwal you will exclude only exercise 8.5. Why? Linear differential equation is removed from syllabus. Okay, so linear differential equation which is given in your ML Agarwal book you exclude. If you are doing from R.D. Sharma, you find the corresponding exercise and don't practice it in these remaining few days. Okay, you understand? Apart from this differential equation, everything is there. That formation of differential equation, order and degree of differential equation, solution of differential equation. I mean, checking whether this is a solution to differential equation or not, all these are included. And then separation of variable, solution of equation by using separation of variable is there. And another thing I'd like to say, all applications of differential equation, whether it is your that cooling problem, whether it is decay problem, radioactive decay problem, whether it is increasing population problem, whether it is banking problem, differential equation application, you must do, question must be asked from there. Okay, if you go back to integration, what you have to do with mode stress, integration, all indefinite integration, definite integration topics are included. And never forget to do sums from, to revise sums from properties of definite integration. Definite integration, everything is there. Another thing I like to say, in integration, area under plane curve, no difficult question will be asked. Actually, they have not stated about area under plane curve because the topic they have covered in consumer surplus and producer surplus portion. Consumer surplus and producer surplus portion you must do with utmost care. From these two topic question going to be asked. Application of integration is there. Area problem, if they don't ask directly any question, then question will be asked from consumer surplus and producers surplus. Consumer gain, producer gain, all these things. Okay, but I will not suggest you not to practice sums from area. Area problem also you will do. Okay, only simple application. Area bounded by parabola with axis, area bounded by straight line with x-axis, a or y-axis, area bounded by three straight lines, area bounded by a circle and a straight line, parabola and straight line. Although those are going to be a bit difficult. So from area only, area under plane curve, I will suggest you only sums given in R.D. Sharma type of book, that with parabola or with straight lines. Do not leave the topic. Consumer surplus and producer surplus, that is also application of area under plane curve. Please keep this in your mind. Okay, so it is nothing excluded from there except differential equation, one topic which is known as linear differential equation. Why I tell you to follow NCERT book? This will help you because no linear differential equation chapter given in NCERT only. So don't practice from there. Alright. Then go to probability distribution. Marks allotted 10. It is a easy topic and 10 marks is enough for this. Why? Because only binomial distribution, Poisson distribution and normal distribution is there. But I said only, I did not say one thing. That random variable and its probability distribution you need to do. What is mean and variance of all probability distribution you must practice. Okay. So never forget to revise properly this from your NCERT book as well as from ML Agarwal. Nothing to be excluded from there if you are doing from ML Agarwal only. If you are doing from R.D. Sharma, nothing to be excluded in probability distribution from there. But at the same time, you will remember only probability question will not be asked. Only probability question will never be asked in exam. Okay. It will be on probability distribution. All the concept you remember: mean, variance of distribution, mean and variance of binomial Poisson normal distribution. So you practice accordingly. Okay. During revision time, first exercise 4.8 you will do, and then selected sums from ML Agarwal. Okay. That selection must be done by yourselves. Okay. I'll not mark these are important, those are important like that. Okay. So you will decide. You will not practice similar kind of sums. You will practice one problem of one kind. Okay. Here problem sums are expected from probability distribution, normal and Poisson, basically binomial also. So read the question carefully and then try to answer. Do as per their requirement, whether they are asking mean, variance, standard deviation, all this you check and then do it. Alright. Let us go for this one. Like inferential statistics. Inferential statistics, what to do? Inferential statistic, you must know what is sampling. All the terms related to sampling you must learn properly. Population, sampling, mean, variance, standard deviation of those terms, and then framing of confidence interval. Questions not expected from point estimation or interval estimation, but you tell me one thing, without point or interval estimation, is it possible to complete inferential statistics? Confidence interval you need to do, you need to know, because statistical inference is a very important topic. So you must know how to frame the confidence interval. But there is a good news, those who are doing it from ML Agarwal, they must not do p-value approach for any sum. So exclude 10.3 completely from ML Agarwal book, but do other exercises 10.1, 10.2 and 10.4 from there. And NCERT, what to do from there? Exercise 5.1, each and every sum, and do all solved examples. Solve example, there is a basic technique here. When you are doing solve example, you just read the sum. You need not write. You just see the solution once if required. Otherwise, without seeing the solution, you practice it yourself. You can check with the solution whether you are correct or wrong. This way I am telling you, solve examples given in NCERT book also must be done by you before the exam. So do exercise 5.1, all solve examples, and ML Agarwal these exercises except 10.3. There is one advantage of doing these reference books. Apart from NCERT support material, you will find many case-based questions there at the end, and MCQ questions. You practice those questions. MCQ important from all the topic, but especially from this introduction to inferential statistics, because understanding plays a vital role in inferential statistics. So population, sampling, their mean, variance, confidence intervals, framing, all these you must know properly. Interval estimation, point estimation, you need to know how it can be done, but no need to practice any sum without drawing conclusion from inferential statistic. And another thing I would like to say, in inferential statistic, there is a very important term over there that you might not have done properly. That is t distribution. All of you have done t distribution, but t distribution, one-tailed and two-tailed, both the tests are required, and you need to practice sums accordingly. Okay, you practice sums from one-tailed as well as from two-tailed test. And that table, t distribution table, one thing I'd like to say here, that t distribution table, both people, there is a least chance to provide it in exam. If they provide, it's fine. Otherwise, if they don't provide, that is more advantageous for you. The value will be given. For how many degrees of freedom? What is the value of t distribution? That you need to see the table. But here, if it is provided, it's a great help. Those values will be given there, you decide from there. Okay, confidence interval for those you need to know, as well as you need to reject a hypothesis, reject or accept a null hypothesis. It is there, it is very important topic. But another thing you should remember, only 5 marks given from this. So it is expected that 2 1-mark question or 1 1-mark question, 1 2-mark question, and then remaining 2-mark question, or 1 1-mark MCQ question, and that 4-mark portion there may be a case based, competency based question given, which you have to answer reading the sum carefully. Okay, now go for the unit 6. In unit 6, index number and time series is there, but not index number only not there. So index number you need not do anything, exclude the portion, exclude sums, sum number 1 to 9 from 6.11 from NCERT, do other sums from there, and from ML Agarwal exclude exercise 11.1, but you must do all sums from 11.2 and 11. All sums means just kind of sums. All kind of sums you need to do from there. Okay, index number and time series. But time series, I like to say something what you are actually going to do. In time series, that different kinds of trend you need to study. You must study different kind of seasonal, that all those trends are there. You will study, and their questions mostly asked from that portion, moving average. Moving average, it may be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Moving average, there is a least chance. Maximum up to 5 years they can ask you. It may be 4 years or for 3 years also. You all know how to do it. And try to plot a graph corresponding to your moving average, even if it is not stated in the question. Another thing you must notice, there is 6 marks only allocated for this portion, as index number is removed. So time series and its analysis, fitting of least square curve is also important. Least square, those equations you need to know, and plot the curve of, best fit that you have to do. It may be straight line, it may be parabola. This you need to know, practice sums from NCERT and then from other books. Okay. So from ML Agarwal you are excluding this portion, but you will be doing 11.1 and 11.3 as many as you decide. That I will not tell you do these sums. Alright. Now here also, that out of 6 mark, 1 mark question or 2 1-mark question expected from this portion, where there is just a concept like different kinds of trends, cyclical trend, seasonal trend, all these variations, that basic questions may be there. So 1 mark from there, and I expect a 3 or 5 mark question from calculation of time series and its plotting. Graph 3 and graph maybe you must plot. Okay, so those plottings you'll be doing with the help of your pencil. Never do it by using your pen. Any graph, even area, consumer surplus, producer surplus, all these things you are going to do, that you must do with the help of your pencils. Never draw any diagram by using your pen. Alright. Then there is financial mathematics. This is a gift for all of you for your board examination preparation. You can see 15 marks given from there. Okay. So you need to do this portion properly. Even those who have not started yet, they must do financial mathematics. Even you are starting today your preparation, that financial mathematics is of great help for you. Unit 1 and Unit 7, they cover your pass marks almost. Okay. So you take maximum care of doing financial mathematics. Unit 1, that quantization, all those things, and another portion LPP. This is also a gift for you. 8 marks and 15 marks, 23 marks you are answering from there, and from unit 1 you can see 11 marks. So this non-calculus topic 23 plus 1, 34 marks question you can do, you can complete in 3 to 4 days only properly. So even those who have not started yet, it is my request, do everything from unit 1, everything from unit 7, everything from unit 8. Why? In financial mathematics topics, if you go through, there is sinking fund, there is calculation of EMI, calculation of returns, nominal rate of return, compound annual growth rate, CAGR, and linear method of depreciation. That only these 5 topics you need to know, and it will carry 15 marks. If you divide 3 marks from each topic, and what is expected from you? Only formula based simple question from perpetuity and sinking fund, calculation of EMI, amortization of loan not stated, but I will not suggest you to remove it from your preparation. You must do it. Amortization of loan, EMI, amortization of loan you must do. These are formula based, it will not take much time for you. Return, the concept of rate of return, nominal rate of return, calculation of rate of return, all these things is formula based. Formula for calculation of rate of return, nominal rate of return, everything is given over there. So there you don't have to pay enough stress to finish all these things. Compound annual growth rate, also very easy topic that you must do. Meaning and use, if you know some MCQ question you can answer. Now some will be based on formula of compound annual growth rate only. Linear method of depreciation, it is so easy concept, even by for you it will take to understand 10 minutes only. Even if you have not started yet, please do it now. That linear method of depreciation at least you can cover in 15 minutes. Just read, and one formula is there, and do the sum. Practice the sums. Then linear programming. Linear programming 8 marks given. Okay. Even in core mathematics, so much of marks not given there. 8 mark question, but there is lot of topics included in your syllabus. That formation of linear programming problem. What is objective function? What is feasible region? Based on this, some conceptual 1 or 2 mark question can be asked. And then there is diet problem. There is manufacturing problem. There is fertilizers problem, and there is construction problem. There is many other problems are there. Those formulation and their solution by graphical method is there. So don't exclude from any topic from here. From where? From this unit 8 LPP, 8 marks given. Do all sum asked in article 8.6 in NCERT and M.L. Agarwal exercise 15.1 to 15.3. What about R.D. Sharma then? What we will do from R.D. Sharma? R.D. Sharma solve examples are good. Some sums are really very good. Even I will tell you, those who have already practiced inferential statistics from there, that you will understand how it is of great help. That R.D. Sharma, those 2 exercises given over there, if you practice, then you will understand what they are going to ask in inferential statistics. Only T distribution and that 1 tail, 2 tail test, it is there. 2 exercises based on it, and your statistical inferences also based on it. In both paper, I am telling you, it will be on that only. But confidence interval concept you must know. Interval estimation, point estimation separately you need not know, but that concept will help you to form the confidence interval here. Some decision making will be done by adding the concept of confidence interval. So you need to know, but this I will suggest you completely from R.D. Sharma. R.D. Sharma differentiation sums are good. Let me go by one by one. Let me go through one by one. R.D. Sharma, those who are doing that numbers quantification and numerical application, some solve example, excellent, you must go through. And tricky sums, during revision time, you do tricky sums. Some tricky sums are solved and some tricky sums given at the end of the exercise. Just you go through, you'll understand what are tricky sums over there. So during revision time, those are good, those who are going to score 80%, 80 over 80, they need to do those tricky sums also during their revision time. Okay, matrices determinant, incentive book, Emil Agrawal, enough, but solve example, again I tell you, mainly application, case-based question important from here also. That in sample paper you must have seen case-based question. They have asked from this thing, that numbers quantification, numerical application. You will go through case-based question from there. Okay, and what I am telling you, all tricky sums you will find in the form of solve example, sometimes given the end of the exercise in R.D. Sharma. Emil Agrawal, already I told you, R.D. Sharma, just I am telling you how to use this before your exam. Matrices determinant, find tricky sums from there and practice. Only tricky sums, those who are going to score 80 over 80. And even those who are very, those who are very naughty, I will say, those who have not done properly their syllabus work, they don't ignore this portion also. This is very scoring, 10 marks given, easy to understand and easy to apply. Why? Because determinant property is not included there. So it is of great help. Calculus also, so many good sums given there. R.D. Sharma, you select tricky sums and practice. Those who are not done properly their syllabus work before, I will suggest they stick to NCERT material and the Emil Agrawal book. But those who are good in mathematics, they will select good sums from there and must practice differentiation, integration, properties of definite integration, area problem, that already I told you. Direct question may not be there, but consumer surplus, producer surplus, those questions may be asked from there, from the area. Maybe no, that they are going to ask. Probability distribution, you select good sums from there. If not possible to select good sums, solve example, some good questions given in R.D. Sharma book, you must practice without seeing the solution. The similar case is true for inferential statistics. Index number is not there, only from time series you are doing financial mathematics and LPP. LPP, some excellent sums given over there. Okay, but at the same time there are some advantages of your Emil Agrawal book. Those case-based questions given at the end, excellent. MCQ questions are also excellent. So you must practice all these MCQ questions and case-based question given over there. Good source of case-based question is NCERT, CBC website, CBC academic, some case-based questions given over there in the study material. You go through and do it properly. Okay, all the best for all of you. Thank you.